And we have seen many cases of players who have become depressed after football, and they wanna, commit suicide. They wanna just stay indoors the whole day and not leave because they are even ashamed of themselves to be seen barely the way they are, because they've now set the bar so high, economical and financial bar so high that it's almost impossible to keep up with that standard that they would have set for themselves. So most importantly, and I say it in the book that I've written called Champion Millionaire, that do not eat the seed. The money you make as a worker, my view of that money is it's a seed. Skyja rough. Because you're not going to be able to sweat and work and have the strength forever, whether you're a footballer or not. At 45, 50, 60, there somewhere, you have to decide whether you still want to work or not. Because
so let's explain that then in a little bit more detail. How you say Uskaija Raf, don't eat the seed. How do you do that as a footballer? You start playing. I'm just a guy from the township. I never thought that maybe it's been my goal, but I never thought that I would make it. And here I am now. I first played in a small club, in Fdinyana. By the time I get PSL, signal 23, 24, X5, and how do I balance all those emotions and all those things over the years with what you're saying, not eating the seed?
It's about changing the mentality and the approach to this, and that your role in this whole thing, your where you fit as a footballer who is making it to the top teams in the country. You start playing for Bafana. You need to understand what you have gone into, and also that Cheltenham is going to come through to you for such a short period of time, and leave you with a huge responsibility of all eyes being on you, that it can actually cause you depression.
And I think the challenge there is that exactly what you're saying. Okay, so let's say I'm a footballer. I've now got my second professional contract. It's with one of the bigger clubs, and I'm making decent money. I may also feel the pressure to drive a certain car, to live a certain way. And whilst I'm doing that, I'm living, at the end of the month, as Jabupule once said, I don't even have money for petrol to put into my big car. So the pressure also exists within football players themselves. You've been there. What's being said in the change room about cars? What are those conversations? Because clearly those things also need to change so that I can feel comfortable driving whatever decent small car, whether it's a Taz, going to training, playing for a top club, but knowing that I'm saving and I'm not eating the seed. That peer pressure within the club, how is that? What's the change room talk there?
The change room talk and the environment talk, even outside the change room. You going somewhere, you go into a mall, and just have a coffee after training or whatever. There's constant pressure. I was one of those guys. I drove my old car. Really late for training. And I get Sundowns at that time. And Sundowns and its history of nice cars. But it happened X5 last number. What one? Aston Martin last number. So, when I push up. I'll get there. I might be 2 minutes. I might get there 2 minutes after you guys, but I'll get there, But my plan was always that, I'm not going to waste money on things that I don't need in the long term. Because a car, it'll fail. It can tool up tomorrow. It can some mechanical problem. And most of all, as a man, how they out it. The most important thing is you need to have a home. as an out, you're not gonna sleep in your car. So sometimes I think part of the solution here is for us as men, you're not gonna sleep in that thing. How does your car cost more than your house?